matter of fact, though, pterodactyl when I'm micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight, looking back at the track with the black light. How about this? How about that? Pay attention to wax, you're free to see.
All right, gang. Ian Anderson, Corey Merle, Central Coast Disc Golf. We're back with some more Ledgestone coverage brought to you by Discraft. Our coverage brought to you by MVP, though. And we're out at Lake Eureka. This course is treacherous. It's got teeth. It's got OB everywhere. It's been a fun 9 holes so far, Corey.
Absolutely, and we're going to get to a fun back 9 as well.
Oh, yeah?
We started off a lot of ropes. Still going to continue that trend. We've got a par 5. We got a par 4. A couple of par 4s. A lot of water in play. We got an ace hole, hole 17, so hopefully we can see some magic at the end of the round.
Right.
McBeth really needs to pick it up, though, I'll tell you what.
He does. Off to a very slow start for a McBeast, you know? All right, Corey, we're on to hole 10, par 3, 500 feet. Oh, this one caused some serious trouble last year.
Oh, yeah. It's really just your normal, everyday 500-foot par 3.
Yeah.
They changed it from a par 4 from last year. It is no longer like a little peninsula and then an island at the end.
Okay, cool.
There's a little elbow of OB that you're throwing over, but basically it's just a 500-foot open rip with a little bit of OB down that hill left of the basket. Not really coming in play on any of these drives, though.
Gotcha. Looks like KJ flipped his over too much. Doss is going force.
Yeah, I really like how they didn't put a basket in these trees, but they put the shot in a way that really puts the trees in play.
Yeah, the shape you want on your line is right through those. Oh, my goodness. Paul crushed that one.
Dude, it's just like whip. It's so impressive.
He got on it.
And that's how it's done. 500 feet, maybe 490 on just a pure hyzer.
Jacob, he is pumping out his photon per the usual. Hey, that's a good throw.
That is, man. Dead center up the gut. That's great.
Yeah. KJ from almost pin high left, right, pitches up for his par. Ooh, Doss gave that a half go. Looks like it drops off pretty quick past the basket, Corey.
It does. So running these putts is a little hairy. McBeth tapping in that incredible drive there.
Wow. Well done. Put some serious stank on that destroyer.
Absolutely.
Doss taps in the par. KJ and Jacob will do the same. Oh, this hole's a lot easier than last year.
Oh my gosh, yeah, you're really not going to be seeing any like 11s, 13s, anything like that.
Yeah.
I think there was enough pushback with the stroke and distance to where finally this year they were committed to making a change.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a punishing hole last year with some big numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Paul getting back to even, getting in the chase here a little bit.
Well, you don't hear that very often, huh? Paul getting back to even.
I know, right? Can't remember last time I said that. Hole 11 is a par 3 240 just tucked into the trees here. It seems like the greedy shot is the backhand, but the forehand is kind of the safe play. Is that
Yeah, pretty much.
accurate?
Yeah, you're pretty much right on. If you have the sidearm, you're throwing it, one of those type of holes. KJ, not really a sidearm predominantly player. Nate has that touch backhand dial. You're probably going to see those guys opt for that up the gut. But the trees really are the only thing you're navigating.
Hmm? Looks like Doss turned that over too much.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good kick at least. And Jacob's going to forehand a resistor.
Yeah, he throws his forehands just so close to the ground. I keep thinking he's going to hit his hand.
Yeah. That worked, though.
Mm-hmm.
The forehand's won on this hole. Doss is going to be taking a par. KJ's got to look a little weird, though. Just short. That was his style of putt, though, with that Annie look,
Oh, totally. Yeah, just a really good like Annie spin look.
Mm-hmm. Jacob with a great birdie right there, throwing in the atom. And Paul, after almost acing it, just drops in a 2.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for. Anything other than a 2 really feels like a bogey on this hole since it's so short and there's not a ton in your way.
Yeah. Is Paul carrying 2 FD3s now?
Yes, he's got that purple kind of metal flake sparkle. I'm not exactly sure what that would be called in a Discmania, but he's also got that pink one that he almost aced at Memorial. He's probably almost thrown in on every course at this point.
Yeah, sure. Hole 12 coming up, par 3, 354 going around the water tower.
Yep, and you may remember this from last year. It's pretty iconic. It's probably like the hole in the back nine. I don't know what to call it, but it's tough. It's 354, but it probably plays like 450. It's so uphill.
Yeah, everyone comes up short. They did last year. I believe Jacob is throwing his photon here, and
look at that roll, Ian.
What?
He got up onto the island, hit the water tower, and it just kicked right out.
That's mean. KJ leaving that out pretty wide. Wow. Where's he gonna
definitely
have to take a lie from?
There is a drop zone about 150 feet up.
Okay.
You can see the sign right there, kind of in front of Nate.
Ooh, Nate sawed off that predator real bad. Jacob with his third shot. Be the envy.
Yeah, throwing that little watermelon guy up there.
Nice. Woohoo. KJ flirting with the OB on his third. Should be taking a 4, hopefully.
Yeah, that Rock X3 just not quite as stable as he was looking.
Huh. Doss?
Beauty.
That'll work. Paul, the only one to stay in bounds?
Ooh, that was huge.
Ooh. That's 2 strokes on the card.
And that is a, let's see, Turkey? No, 4 in a row, actually.
Is it really? Wow.
Yeah, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Slow start, but he's getting hot.
Mm-hmm.
There's Doss pitching on after KJ. Then Jacob. Or sorry, KJ missed, didn't he?
Yeah, KJ missed. He's going to unfortunately take the 5. We saw a 3-stroke swing earlier in the round on hole 5. KJ, though, being the benefactor of that one. This one, unfortunately, not going his way.
Nope. Paul will take it, though.
Yeah, I'll say.
There he is. He just took the lead on the card.
Yeah, wow, that'll do it, huh? 3 strokes, and now he's got a 1-stroke lead.
Yep. Hole 13 coming up. That's that par 5 across the water. Then we're headed right, I believe.
Oh, it is so nasty. If you do, there's a landing zone off the tee, right? It's right on the tip of that little peninsula.
Yeah.
If you work your way too far left or too deep, you are in for a nightmare trying to carve your way up through the fairway in air quotes.
Mm-hmm. Paul with the overstable Star Destroyer.
Yeah, and that's what you're looking for. Really, just throw it something stable that you know is going to go left, and just dunk it right on that little hill.
Yeah, wind is whipping pretty good. Oh, Jacob threw the photon, but that might be the last time.
Yeah.
Oh, it was.
Hey, it was close to the edge. You might get it back.
Yeah, that's true. Doss?
And this is that same disc he threw on hole 1, that blue one. I'm actually now thinking it might not be that Undertaker. I knew it had a kind of a funny stamp on it. It wasn't like a stock stamp.
I wonder if it's a new force or something.
Yeah, very well could be, because it is kind of distance drivery for sure.
Yeah. KJ gets that up in the air and across the water. That should work. It's going to be Jacob throwing 3 from the drop zone.
Extremely unconventional. You don't see a lot of guys who go over the top, but that is such a good lie after that drop zone.
Yeah, crush that panic.
Yeah, can't emphasize enough like how tough it is on that left side to go under those branches.
Yeah. Paul throws that Star Destroyer again very well. Right in the middle of the fairway. KJ.
And that's great. Really, he threw a good shot off the tee, but was kind of pinched on that left side. Couldn't really commit either on that left side or the right side. Had to opt for the left.
Doss throwing the force up there. Fades out a little early, but it should be okay. This is KJ's third. Oh, this is pretty, Corey.
Yeah, look at that flex all the way to the right side, really riding it out. That's good stuff.
Wow.
Just on the edge of circle 2.
Nice. That's a scary putt, though. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, straight at the water.
Uh-huh. Doss is going to bite off that line, but with a glow buzz. Oh, he hit a tree or something?
Yeah, it hit a little shrubbery. Definitely caught a little greens. Kind of like KJ on the edge of circle 2, though.
Mm-hmm. This is Jacob.
Boom.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well
that was a
done
great
right
shot,
there.
man. And if he's up there for his 5 save. A 5 after going OB off the tee is that is well over 1,000 rated golf.
That's fantastic. Threw that motion so well.
Yeah,
Paul
Paul with
got
the
pretty
FD3 right over the water too.
Yeah. KJ is forced to lay up. He might have given that a little half go, actually. Paul with a great birdie. KJ coming back for the par. Well done.
Yeah, no shame on a 5 here. If you can play that right side over the water, you really want the 4. But if at any point you have to start throwing down that left side, if you are happy with a 5.
Very true, sir. There's Doss crushing that new blue disc. Doss can't be putting new discs in his bag and confusing us, Corey.
Yeah, I don't believe it,
He
man.
had the best bag in the game, like to call.
Yeah, it's so easy for 10 years.
All right, guys, we are on to hole 14, par 4, 805. Where are we going?
You might remember this hole from last year. The pin was kind of right at the elbow is where those guys were walking. They extended it to a par 4 all the way onto that right side.
Wow.
Yeah, it is nasty. You're looking to throw that low tunnel shot, something that will really hold that line all the way down to the bottom of the elevation and give yourself a chance at throwing that huge hyzer to the right.
Mm-hmm. Paul just piping it up the middle. That looks like the right spot.
That's beautiful. If you can be sitting in that shade spot down there, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm. Jacob is throwing a photon. It's a different one than hole 13, though, Corey.
Okay, gotcha. Different photon?
Yeah, because that one's in the water.
Oh, yeah. This is a
Yeah.
proton photon.
Yes, it is. Getting it down there pretty nicely. Doss throwing the Predator. And Nate Doss Series Predator, which is the best one.
Yeah, I'd argue any Nate Doss Series disc is the best one.
You wouldn't be wrong. KJ?
Sawing it off a little, but at least got a friendly... Oh, caught the tree. Yeah, got through
Hopefully
the
you'll-
shrubbery, though, in an acceptable way.
Yep. This is Jacob's second shot. He is throwing the photon again.
That is money.
Wow. Jacob.
That was
Well
so
done, man.
pure, dude.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Not an easy look either.
No, you see KJ kind of sawing it off a little bit, getting a little hesitant to that water over there.
Exactly. Finishing circle's edge there. Doss going Predator, Predator. If you say it 3 times, a Predator pops out of the air.
Hey,
No.
Ian, you just said it 3 times, dude.
They don't know. It was fun while it lasted, Corey.
You got to cover yourself in mud now.
Yep. Start a story from Paul. Overstable one. He's going to have a look. A little scary, though.
Yeah, that
Easy
water
pick.
is precariously close to the basket.
Yeah, a roll is going right in there. Oh, Paul leaves it just short. At least it's right there, though.
Ooh,
KJ.
dude, how committed was that? That was nuts.
100%, man. I love KJ's putt, though. It's a fun one.
Same here. It's so graceful.
Yeah. Doss not getting graceful with that putt. Going to be taking a 4. And Jacob with a drop-in 3, showing him how to do it right there.
Yeah, that'll work, man. On a card with Paul, Nate, and KJ, and you just explain to them visually how to play that hole.
That second shot was a beaut. Everybody else dropping in some disappointing pars.
There's Jacob just lacing that photon up the fairway.
He's got solid form, man.
He does, man. A lot of power, very quick, seems to be in control. It's good stuff.
Yeah. There are a couple birds there from KJ and Jacob. Taking us the whole 15, par 3, 330.
Yep, this is a brand new hole to this course. The last one looked like a new hole, just extended. This one is a legitimate new hole. It is a Mando left of that tree trunk. I don't know exactly how they determine if it goes through the tree and you'd make it. But regardless, the best way is to avoid it.
Oh, no.
And he was really, really stoked on the tee. He had good juice going from that last hole. We all thought it was parked.
Oh, no. That is super unfortunate. It was a great-looking roller with that photon. KJ coming up short, but at least he's in bounds.
Paul with the Leopard 3, I believe.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What would that do?
It just found the one outhouse blocking the OB.
Wow.
They call that World Champ Love, right?
That's what they call it. Flashing the rings. Doss barely staying in bounds. KJ looking for the 2. KJ, Nybo.
Dude, his putt is dialed. He missed that putt on 13, kind of like sallied it a little bit towards the water.
Yeah.
He is dialed ever since.
Unreal. Paul throwing something. What?
Ooh, little pancake, like a Rock 3 pancake.
Wow. Almost can that. Oh, Jacob. Heartbreaker putt right there.
I know, it hit all chains, but maybe, I don't know, like half an inch too high.
Yeah, just a skosh. And there is Doss dropping in the par. Looks like Paul and Jacob will do the same.
Jacob trying to commiserate with someone.
Yeah. KJ doing things. Talking about where Jacob's putt hit her balls.
Trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah. God, perfect, too.
I know, isn't it? Disc spinning in the air, just perfect.
Yeah, barely in. It was locked. KJ with the bird, Ty and Paul for the lead on the feature card here. Hole 16 is coming up, par 4, 606.
Yep, 606 feet. It's pretty much left to right the entire way. You're looking for maybe like a hard power sidearm, a backhand roller, or some kind of flex air shot. The only difference from last year is that there is a Mando about 2/3 of the way up the fairway, and it's basically just to prevent you from throwing a big hyzer on your second shot.
Okay, gotcha. KJ didn't quite out biting off enough there with that tree hit. Paul going rock here?
I believe it was a T-Bird 3.
Oh, okay.
That sparkle one that he likes.
Gotcha. Doss? He's going roller with that XL of his?
Yeah, and that is unbelievable.
He throws such tasty rollers with that XL.
So crazy.
Yeah, we've seen some great ones with that disc lately. Wow. Jacob? Oh, he's going roller too.
Yeah, I think that's, if you're trying to get aggressive, that's the play. Just right into that tree, though.
Yeah, good luck with that photon, though. KJ going roller second shot.
Yep, and it really does play to it. Yeah, it plays to it. It's a left to right finish, and the roller is really going to bite you off a ton of distance.
Yeah, it's going to help you settle, too, make it not go too long.
Mm-hmm.
With that downhill. Paul FD3 second shot.
Ooh, slipped out of his hand a little bit, but fortunately overcranked it just enough.
Wow. It's got to look still. I believe Jacob is going resistor here.
And that was just a comically low release point. I thought he was just like doing it to I thought he was doing bits.
That's the gag, man. He makes it work. Doss Challenger.
Yeah, he just set himself up so perfectly with that drive.
Wow, that was a beast drive. KJ is on, Corey.
Dude, it is so cool. It's just so straight. It's so in command.
Yeah, he and Simon have kind of similar putts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally similar flight pass.
Yeah, Simon Eagle vibe, that nose up spin putt. Jacob, after 2 good shots, misses the birdie. Gonna take a par. There's Doss with just a drop-in 3. Solid. Look at that Huck face.
McBeth putting a round together here. He's 4 down.
Yeah, it took him a minute, but he got it going. Oh, I remember this one. Hole 17, par 3, 285. Don't come up short or long.
Definitely not. Fortunately,
or left or right.
Yeah, fortunately they do have guys that dive into the water, but you aren't getting your strokes back. That's for sure.
Well put, man. KJ playing the hyzer line, which is what you want to do on this hole.
Yeah, throw something stable. Unfortunately, the Rock X3 not quite as stable as he wanted.
Dang.
Yeah, Paul has actually taken them out of his bag.
Really?
Yeah, he was throwing them for a while, but he was saying they're just way too straight unless you if you can throw them soft, they're nice and stable. But if you really rip on them, they hold straight.
Interesting.
For a 1050 rated player, remember this.
Yeah, exactly. With one of the best arms in the world. Doss throwing that blue disc again, getting it close.
Yeah, had a chance at going in. Someone in the crowd was really jacked up on that throw.
Jacob is throwing his vector right here. He's in.
Yeah, that's fine. Maybe started off a little more right, but that's fine.
This is KJ throwing 3 from the drop zone. Going to slow him down a little bit, taking a 4. Jacob looking for the 2.
Off the basket again. That's
1,
2, 3 holes in a row off the basket.
Yeah, he's a couple inches away from a really good round. Paul carding the 2. Doss is going to make this.
Hey, don't you jinx it.
Come on, world champ it right in there.
Yeah, world champ that 18-footer in.
Great putt from Nate. KJ's going to clean up a 4. And Jacob will clean up a 3 after that.
Man, this is just such a cool park, though. I will say it. Playing around the lake, it's such a serene vibe the whole time.
Yeah, this whole kind of a little bit of an homage to USDGC 17.
Totally. Obviously a lot easier, but definitely has that, that island vibe. This one, I think they were trying to set up. They got the bleachers all around it. They wanted to set up some excitement on an ace.
Oh, gotcha. Cool.
They had to waste it on Barsby on hole 5, though.
A 450-foot ace. Unreal. Corey, why weren't you filming that?
I know, that's amateur. I usually have cameras set up around the entire course, live streaming everything. But this tournament, I don't know. I decided not to.
Slacker. Hole 18 is coming up. It's a par 4, 7-11. Got water left the entire way. Let's see what they do.
Yeah, sometimes you see these guys throw these huge annies out and around. Generally, the aggressive play is the roller, though, as you see Paul throwing. Yeah, you'd like to start it off a little bit more right on that hill and kind of play the velodrome around the curve, get around that little cement part. But see Nate making that same mistake.
Huh. Speaking of velodrome, do you know Peter McBride's dad is in the Olympics for that stuff back in the day?
world class bike rider.
Yeah, too cool.
It's incredible. Yeah, it's shocking to see him go for a 10-mile bike ride in between a final 9. It's give me a break.
He did that at RMC. That was hilarious. We got KJ throwing down the roller. Looks like similar fate to Paul, though.
Look at it sneak out there, dude.
How did Andy know that was sneaking? That's amazing.
He's like, well, it's either in the water or it's just going to hug the cement thing. He honestly never saw it come out.
Wow.
That's what he told me. When I told him it came out, he's like, oh, it did?
No way. Andy Hale, money on the second cam. Doss taking the outside Annie line, but coming up short. Going to have a little tester scary putt. Paul also going outside with a McPro Rock 3.
That's the shot. I mean, I remember last year we saw Logan Bowers kind of sidearm through those arms.
Yeah, that's right. KJ fortunate to roll all the way past it as a forehand look. Going right up the middle. Oh, not good.
Yeah, there's probably a reason why KJ doesn't throw too many sidearms.
Yep. Here is his third. Looking to just get up and down for the 4 or throw it in because it's KJ.
Good up, though. Really in control.
Yeah. Jacob just laying up. He will take a par.
Whew, good thing it checked up, though. That could have rolled
Yeah.
right OB.
Absolutely. Paul for a birdie finish. You knew he was going to do it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a good way to do it, going 16, 17, 18, and that's a tricky.
Yeah, it is. Got a couple of those this round. Toss cleans up the par nicely. KJ will do the same. Along with Jacob.
Yeah, this par 4 at the end, it honestly feels like a 4.5. A 3 is just really, really good.
Yep. Yeah, Paul threw 2 pretty good shots there. Especially the second ante outside the trees is really pretty.
Yep, got to be committed throwing over that water.
You sure do. Got to know your plastic. Got to know your throw. Paul, good finish. Bad start, good finish. It's 6 down there.
Yeah, he
KJ
was 1 over through the front 9, 7 down on the back 9.
Really?
Yeah.
Big? That is doing work. And Josh Anthony, 12 down.
Slicing it, 1094 rated.
Yeah, our boy Yuli throwing some fire too. Rick hanging around. That's all we got for round 1, Corey.
Yeah, man, round 1 was a blast. We're coming back with some really good players in round 2. We've got Eric Oakley, Michael Johansson, AJ Risley, and a man we've seen before, Mr. Paul McBeth.
Nice, dude. That should be fun to watch. We're back on the same course, all 4 rounds, right?
Yep, thank goodness, because too many courses is no bueno, I say.
I do like the format. Lets people dial in their game. Should be a fun watch. Everybody, thanks for watching round 1, and we'll catch you guys in round 2.